Previously on Honourable Mentions.
In 1592, a crack Korean officer was fired by a military court for a crime he didn't commit. But like a wet mullet leaping from the waves, he rose again to lead their navy, invent the famous turtle ships, and build an invincible fighting force. Now, wanted by the invading Japanese, he survives as the last bastion of hope for the people of Korea. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find him, maybe you can hire Yi Sun-sin.
Hello, listener. How are you? Welcome to
Honourable Mentions.
Honourable Mentions.
Now, if you listened to last week's episode about Yi Sun-sin, you would know that this is part 2 of our epic story of possibly the greatest naval admiral that ever lived. So we will be continuing part 2. If you haven't listened to part 1 yet, I very much recommend that you go back and do that before you engage with this episode, because you're not going to have a clue what we're talking about. But if you can't wait and you want to hear from him first, let's get him on board. See what I did there? Naval shipping joke. Let's get him on board. Let's pipe him on board, listener. Hello, Neil.
Hello, Stevie.
How are you?
Just piped myself on board.
You piped yourself on board there.
Yeah.
I neglected, didn't I?
You did neglect it. It's fine.
I
Don't
did.
worry. I'm over it now.
You're over it here.
Yeah, I'm over it.
We're going to Tuesday, the 7th of July, 1592, Neil. Can you tell me your whereabouts?
I wasn't born.
Tuesday, the 7th of July, 1592, just after Pointless,
Yeah.
when his spaghetti hoops were on the stove,
Oh, lovely.
Yi was told of a massive build-up of 73 Japanese ships heading towards them through a narrow strait.
73, so let's have it. Do you want some? You want some?
Yi Sun-sin now had 56 ships,
That's easy, isn't it?
and 2 of those included his new turtle ships. But he was outnumbered again. And if listening, you're thinking, turtle ships? What is he talking about? Go back to last episode and hear all about his ironclad turtle ships and what an innovation they were at the time. They were quite space age, weren't they, Neil, at the time?
They were space age, yes, and they didn't have sails or anything. They were pulled along by turtles.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that bit.
Mm.
Oh, okay, thank you. You've been revising, have you?
Armoured turtles, yeah.
Armoured turtles.
Yeah, had helmets and everything.
Were they mutant and ninja, these turtles?
No, they weren't ninja turtles. They were just normal bog standard turtles off the beach. That,
Did they call
volunteered.
it, hey, little dude, like that?
Yeah. They
Those
volunteered.
sort of turtles.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nevertheless, by the following morning, Yi was there, ready to face down his enemy.
Yeah, stood on this poop deck going, come on then, say it. You want some?
Once again, he used the old bait and chase, sending 2 small ships out and luring the Japanese into hunting them,
Ooh, chase me.
only to bump headfirst into the Korean Navy.
Ah.
And this time, Yi had a new tactic. The crane's wings,
Crane's wings.
where the Koreans surrounded the Japanese in a U formation,
All right.
like a bend,
Yeah.
trapping them for unleashing all hell to sink them to the bottom of the sea.
Wow. But luckily, really, the 2 ends of the U didn't shoot each other.
Well, I was thinking, if you've got a U that surrounds the Japanese, then, imagine it was quite a wide U.
It need to be, wouldn't it? Because otherwise it'd be a bit,
You'd have been shooting each other.
as it needs to be sort of a few miles across, I would say.
This, Neil, you still there?
Yeah.
Hello, Neil.
Hello.
Still there. This was one of the largest battles in all history. It raged for hours.
Hours.
And in the end, 47 Japanese
In New Zealand, are we?
ships.
Who changed to New Zealand now?
I did, went on New Zealand.
Yeah.
In the end, 47 Japanese ships were sunk.
Ooh.
12 were captured.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
guess what?
I would say that there was no casualties on the Korean side.
No Korean ship got so much as a splash up its poop deck.
Really?
When Hideyoshi heard, and if you remember, Hideyoshi was the Japanese
Yeah.
commander, wasn't he?
Yeah. He hated that Yi Sun-sin, what his name is.
Oh, I hate that rabbit.
Yeah.
When Hideyoshi heard, he ordered the end to all naval assaults.
Did he?
Instead,
Embarrassed.
they would simply protect Busan as the key to being able to bring in supplies and continue with their land assault.
Yeah, don't worry about the sea. We don't need the sea. That's what he said.
Now, it was September the 1st, 1592.
Okay.
And Yi rallied his fleet to storm Busan and open up a whole can of Japanese whoop-ass. You can get that.
That's the
It's quite
worst
nice.
whoop-ass you can get.
Yeah, Japanese whoop-ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's 166 ships now
Yeah.
up against Japan with their more than 500.
Ooh.
But oh no, Neil.
Go on.
The Japanese had learnt their lesson and they held firm in the harbour, protected by cannon on all sides, and refused to be drawn out in the old bait and chase.
Yeah.
Despite Korea sending a procession of increasingly sexy ships.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. They'd be sort of going, hey.
Yeah, sort of sails like lingerie.
Yeah. Chase me, boys, chase me.
Yeah, but no, they wouldn't be drawn out.
Well done.
At the end, on the first day, Yi's superior firepower had blown apart 130 Japanese vessels.
Mm.
But although he was still without so much of a scratch, Japan continued to control Busan.
Yeah.
The war
That's
reached
nice
a
cheese, that is.
stalemate. What?
Busan.
Busan is a cheese, is it, Neil?
I think so, yeah. Was that the one, the garlicky cheese, sort of soft cheese?
You're thinking of Red Leicester.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Sounds similar.
Yeah.
The war had reached a stalemate, Neil.
Mm.
But then, in the height of a bitter cold winter, the Chinese army arrived in the north and began to drive back the Japanese.
Oh, that's nice of them.
That was nice of them, giving a return trip, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Get in the back.
Yeah.
Eventually relieving Pyongyang and then Seoul itself.
Nice.
Yi was promoted to Supreme Commander of the
Ooh,
Korean
that is
Army.
a commander. That is a commander, isn't it?
Supreme Commander of the Korean Army.
Mm.
Again and again, he asked for more Marines to help him dislodge the Japanese from Busan by breaking through their guns.
Mm.
But because of the focus of men and resources on the land battle, none were forthcoming.
No.
What's the point in that? He's
Yeah.
asking for Marines and they're sending in nuns.
Yeah.
What are they going to do?
Well, you never know.
Quick, show me cross.
Ninja
I'm
nuns.
Furious. Will you stop going on about ninjas? No, everything's a ninja. Anyway, Yi was forced to sit in,
Right.
but he didn't waste his time while he was sitting in, Neil.
No.
He invited refugees to his base of operations and promised them food, shelter and safety if they worked the land.
Right.
Soon, the operations grew to boat building and uniform manufacturing, and forges were built to produce Koreans' first successful muskets to match the firepower of the Japanese.
Ooh. She had plenty of time in his hands, because it wouldn't have took 5 minutes to do that, would it? Not unless you're the A-team and you stood in the barn with an old car and a welder.
Oh, do you reckon that's what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened, I should think.
Yeah.
The Japanese were there in Busan Harbour, thinking, oh, this is all right, it's all gone quiet, there's no one around.
Yeah. And all of a sudden they come
He's
bursting out of a barn.
using a barn, yeah.
Yeah.
With a welder and a blowtorch.
Yeah.
And he's got, his boat's got metal cladding all over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's going, get out of my way, fool.
Yeah, getting up, play fool.
Oh, I think we've worked this out, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We ought to go to these universities as a little thesis.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we should. So he didn't waste his time. The operations grew into boat building and uniform manufacturing, and forges were built to produce Koreans' first successful muskets to match the Japanese firepower. During this time, the Korean-Chinese-Japanese War, as it was now, ground to stalemate and peace negotiations broke out for 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
That's some negotiating, isn't
That's
it?
a hell of a conversation, that, isn't it?
Until they ended in failure,
After 3.5 years.
and Hideyoshi returned with over 140,000 men.
Mm-hmm.
As the Japanese fleet set sail, the Korean court received intelligence to say that not only that one Japanese commander would be landing at a particular site, but suggesting that the great Yi Sun-sin,
Yeah.
who we've been talking about,
Yeah.
be dispatched there immediately to sink the fleet.
Right.
Of course, Yi knew they were yanking his chain and setting him up for a right kicking, so he refused to go.
Did
Because he thought this intelligence, yeah, they're saying we're going to be landing here, just one commander, and really he thinks they're probably all going to be there, and they're going to absolutely whoop me. The court was outraged, though, Neil.
Yeah, well, they would be, wouldn't they?
They would be. They outmaneuvered Ryu and had Yi arrested again for treason for failing to follow orders.
That's fair enough. Because he had done.
He was replaced as head of the army by Won Kyon. Do you remember him?
Refresh my memory.
He was the guy who let the original Japanese invading force just paddle in unchallenged.
Ah, yes, I do know him now. Yes,
they were the diplomatic mission from Alderaan.
Yeah, diplomatic immunity.
Yeah. Yi should have been sentenced to death, but the few friends he did have at court managed to save him from the rope. Instead, he was demoted all the way diddly back down to the lowest possible rank of private.
Again? What the people in them barracks would be saying? Oh, it's back again. What have you done this time, you fool?
Yeah, why are you here again?
What the hell are you going up with? Well, you got up to the Supreme Leader and now you're back down here again. What have you been up to?
How come you're licking clean the urinals?
Yeah.
The Japanese tried the same trick and leaked a message to the Koreans about a large transport fleet that would be easy pickings.
They told a lie.
They did tell a fib. Won Kyon took all of Yi's ships and headed straight into battle.
Yeah. Idiot.
Only to arrive and discover there were no harmless transports, but a massive fleet of 500 Japanese warships.
Wow. There's something to see in it. But then again, you'd probably see it from a distance and think, woohoo, let's turn around here, fellas.
This guy probably thought they were just a diplomatic mission or a trading post or something.
Yeah. He probably thinks it's full of tea or something.
Yeah, they've got cannons, sir. Nonsense, boy.
No, they're just big pipes.
Soon, Won Kyon had lost 30 ships.
Yeah,
and remember, Yi had never lost a single one.
Yeah.
On top of that, the Japanese were allowed to sail so close they could board and capture Korean ships, slaughtering everyone on board.
Dear.
Won Kyon ordered the retreat to a nearby island where his men could take time to gather water and supplies, but he hadn't realised that the island was under Japanese control.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh! Again, his men were hunted down and slaughtered.
I think they were.
Then, at night, as the hungry, tired and thirsty survivors of Won Kyon's fleet awaited his orders, the Japanese struck with full fury. I think it's Tyson's younger brother.
I was going to say, is he one of them, is he?
Yeah. Of the remaining 169 ships of Yi's fleet, 157 were sunk, including every turtle ship ever built. Only 12 of Yi's unbeatable naval fleet remained afloat. It was an utter disaster.
Sounds it.
So what do you think the Koreans did next?
I would say they got rid of him and they said, come on, Yi Sun-sin, let's get you back up here, pal, we need you.
They went grovelling back to Private Sun-sin, didn't they?
Yeah, they'd have to, wouldn't they?
Begged him to return as Supreme Commander.
Yeah.
Only this time, they were going to have to disband the Navy.
But they didn't have one.
But...
Say what?
Said Supreme Commander again, Sun-sin.
Yeah.
I should Coco.
Yeah.
He said.
What you talk about, Willis?
Yes, exactly. That's what he said.
Yeah.
If I have just 12 ships, I solemnly swear I will be able to defend the sea and prepare myself for death to resist the enemy.
And they had over 500.
Yeah, give me 12 ships, I'll still kick their ass. That's what he was saying. Graciously, the gentlemen of court agreed to let him go and face certain death just to save their little white
Yeah.
bastards.
They're like, oh, go on then. Off you go.
Yeah.
Like that.
So Yi began to make plans.
Yeah, well, you need some, wouldn't you?
This is where we cut to a montage,
Yeah.
isn't it, of Yi
Yeah.
lifting logs and things like that. And
Doing all
running
sorts
through
of
the
different
snow.
sit-ups and stuff. And everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and the Japanese are there with their digital testing and that sort of stuff. And
Yeah. Being all
wires on
formal
them,
and stuff. And he's there and pulling a pig along behind him while he's trying to sprint and things like that.
chopping logs in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Cut back out of that montage now, and we're back in, okay? Yi chose a strait in Myeongnyang.
All
The
right.
Roaring Strait is called,
Oh, yeah.
because of its unusually strong current that would change direction every 3 hours.
That's a weird
Yi-
current.
Yi gambled the future of Korea on the Japanese not knowing this unique property.
Yeah.
After he had had a bit of a rest, Yi wheeled out the bait and chase routine again
Did he?
with a couple of his faster ships, who eventually ran into the full might of the Japanese Navy, who
Yeah.
then pursued them right into the mouth of the strait.
Ooh.
You young fool.
Yeah.
Yi's tiny feet of 12 fell amidst them. It's a good word, isn't it?
Yeah.
And began to cause havoc. Then the Japanese flagship was blown apart by friendly fire. So the Japanese were starting to shoot themselves.
Shoot
at this
themselves.
point, because they were logged in. They were
They
jammed
were
in there.
panicking.
Some of the Japanese began to turn in retreat, but Yi's timing was perfect and the current switched, washing the Japanese in the opposite direction than they wanted to go in.
Oh,
It was
no.
chaos. Chaos
Yeah.
now.
It sounds chaos. Sounds like the M25 on 8 o'clock in the morning.
It was a right ballyhoo. With the Japanese crammed into a narrow strait, they began to smash into and mangle one another as Yi's men let forth a hail of arrows.
Yeah.
133 ships chased down the only 12 Korea still had afloat, but even with those odds, Yi had won another battle and was still to lose a single ship under his command.
What about all the men on the ships? They must have slaughtered them. Or did they let them swim off?
Well, I don't know now. It doesn't go into that kind of detail.
Oh, fair enough then.
Some of them would have been killed, I should imagine. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't have thought, at this stage, I wouldn't have thought that every single person under Yi Sun-sin's command survived, but certainly the ships did.
Yeah.
How do you reckon old Won Kyun would have felt?
I was thinking he'd feel a bit of a fool.
Yes, I think he would have done.
Yeah, a bit inadequate.
Oh, that's a good word, yes.
You're welcome.
I've been there.
What, inadequate?
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Harrogate.
Oh, no, I said inadequate.
Yes, inadequate. Where's that?
It's near Harrogate.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
I've not been there. Word of this miraculous victory began to spread. The Chinese decided that their navy could work with a man like Yi Sun-sin.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what?
What?
Ships and crews previously thought lost in battle under Won Kyun started to reappear and pledge
Weird.
allegiance to Yi. His small fleet of 12 was beginning to grow again.
Wow.
So all these ships, they thought, oh, they've gone missing.
Well, they've
We
gone
don't know where
missing.
these
They
are.
all started coming out. They did a leg it, didn't they?
Yeah, they thought, we're not
Yeah.
serving with this pillock.
So this, I'm out of here.
Yeah, they did
And now
the
they've got
running,
him, the
didn't
other fella back in. They're like, oh, I've fancy my chances now.
they? Yeah,
Yeah, let's go and join in. It's like running across country when you're at school and you cut through and you come back near the end and you're sort of like, yeah, come on then, let's do it.
you used to do that. I never used to do that. I used to quite like running and all that sort of stuff. And then Neil,
Yeah.
Hello, Neil.
Hello, Stephen.
Hideyoshi only went and died.
Ugh, well, that's a shame, eh?
I know, what's he think he's doing? He's only halfway through.
Yeah.
And with his death, went to Japan's will to continue their war in Korea.
Yeah.
Senior Japanese diplomats offered a peace treaty, but after 6 years of invasion and seen hundreds of thousands of its citizens brutally massacred, brutally mind,
Yeah, brutally.
the Koreans weren't in the mood to shake hands and pretend none of that happened.
No, that's fair enough.
So the Japanese were all like, tell you what, yeah, we're a bit tired
Yeah,
now.
we'll do it now. We'll give in. We don't give in, but should we just sort of leave it alone for a bit?
Let's shake hands and walk away.
And Korea's like, whoa, hold your horses here, mate. Hold your bloody horses.
Don't think so, the Koreans were saying.
Yeah.
Instead, Yi and his new Chinese best buddies chased the Japanese down to one last stronghold, the port of Sun-chun,
Sun-chun again.
and blocked it off with the Chinese army surrounding on land,
Yeah.
and Yi, with Chinese vessels, cutting off escape across the water.
Ooh, so they were boxed in.
What if there was smoke on the water?
Probably.
Smoke on the water. Yi received word that Japanese were planning one last fatal push to free their colleagues in Sun-chun.
Mm-hmm.
So under the moonlight of
that's a good one.
November the
Shwaddy waddy.
15th... Was it? Go on, give us that.
Under the moon of love.
It's very good.
Thank you.
Why did you pull that face when you were singing it? Were you
I
in
always
pain?
do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you sing it like you just did, or do you have to sing it like...
You have to sing it like a cabaret singer. Hey, do you never live? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then when it's an instrumental bit, you have to do a bit of chat. Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. It's great to see you. I'll just returned from my UK tour.
Yeah.
It's cold outside, so have a safe trip home. And
Anyway, we'll move on. Yi received word that the Japanese were planning one last fatal push to free their colleagues in Sun-chun.
yeah,
And so under the moonlight,
Yeah.
on November the 15th, 1598, the Korean fleet, with some of the Chinese, slipped away, and sure enough, by 2 a.m., they spotted 500 warships at rest.
mm-hmm.
Yi had 150 warships and the element of surprise.
Boo!
Long-range cannons, Neil.
Long-range cannons, they're the best ones.
Long-range cannons. They are the best ones if you want to fire long-range.
Yes, absolutely.
Long-range cannon fire broke out and smashed into the unsuspecting Japanese, who eventually gathered themselves
Yeah.
and attacked head-on. That's one
Right.
way to wake up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, with a cannon in your lap.
Bang! What the hell
Oh,
was
yeah,
it?
bugger, what was that?
The Chinese admiral was no veteran of naval battle, and he gave the order for his ships to sail out and meet the Japanese.
Ooh.
But Yi couldn't believe what he was seeing. Soon, the Chinese were surrounded with Japanese guns pummeling them from all sides.
Ugh.
So you like to be pummeled, isn't it now?
I'm not going into that, thank you.
Yi went against all his natural instincts and ordered a rescue with his own flagship plunging into the fight. Often, Korean vessels were so close to the Japanese they could hurl burning bundles of sticks onto their decks. Those wooden ships. It wouldn't do much good nowadays, would it?
No, it wouldn't do, no. It would just be like, clang, and fall in the water. Like,
Yeah.
They're sort of looking on the ship going, okay, whatever.
Look out, Admiral. Here comes HMS off. Don't worry. You boy, throw those burning sticks over there. That will sort them out. Yes, it's of its time. It was of its time.
Yes.
In the white heat of battle, Yi spotted the Japanese flagship with 3 admirals on its deck.
Ooh.
He drew back his bow and killed one of the 3 with an arrow through the brain.
That's a good shot.
There, shouted one of the admirals. It came from Yi.
Mm-hmm.
Must have recognised him.
Yeah, they must have recognised him, or they could have been speaking Old English.
Oh, what Yi? Yeah, Yoldi.
Yeah.
Yes, good one, yeah. Again, we should take these around universities and do a talk.
Yeah,
That's not
definitely.
what he said at all. What he said was, it came from Yoldi Bakery Shop.
Yes. Mrs. Miggins.
It came from Yoldi Sweetie Shoppy with an E on the end.
That's it.
An immediate order went out to chase down and kill Yi Sun-sin.
Yeah. Get him!
This time, it was the Chinese admiral's turn to sail to the rescue with cannons blazing.
Cannons
So he
blazing.
rescued them, they rescued him. Soon the Japanese were on board his flagship. Fierce hand-to-hand fighting slicked the deck with blood and severed limbs. The Japanese were repelled,
Yeah.
and by the breaking light of dawn it became apparent they had suffered badly.
I assume they did if there's limbs on the floor.
So it was their right, really, isn't it? They started
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Some tried to flee, but Yi would not let them go. He grabbed the hammer from his drummer and beat the rhythm of war himself upon the drum.
All right.
A boom, boom, a boomity boom.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I've got more of a bumper 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 that sort of thing.
No, I think it was more a boom, boom, a bumpety boom.
Okay.
Encouraging his men on to give merciless, furious chase.
Yeah.
The battle continued to rage as night passed into a full light of morning. The beat faltered, then raised again. The Koreans and Chinese pushed back the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, the Chinese admiral found himself surrounded, only for the relentless determination and firepower of the Korean ships to come to his rescue.
Yes.
This was the last great battle of the war. By its end, 300 of the original fleet of 500 Japanese warships lay in a deep, watery grave. But if they're all still there, I wonder if you went snorkeling, wherever this was, whether you'd better see them.
Probably.
Don't know. As the last few Japanese ships limped away into open water, the day was won. Huzzah!
Hooray!
The Chinese admiral called out to Yi and wanted to thank him for saving his life a
Yay!
second time.
Yay! Like that.
That's very good. That's almost like you put yourself there.
Mm.
So, yeah, he wanted to call out to Yi and wanted to thank him for saving his life a second time, but was instead met by Yi's son, dressed in his father's blood-soaked uniform.
Oh, no.
As the battle peaked to the uncompromising beat of the war drum, which I think we've quite accurately
absolutely.
that would have sounded.
Nailed it.
Bum, bum, bumpety bum. Yi had been caught by a Japanese bullet. He called to his son and told him that no man must know that he was mortally wounded until the battle was won.
Right.
Yi's son took his father's uniform and put it on. Then, as Yi struggled to maintain the beat of his drum, he took up the hammer as his father slumped to the deck.
Right.
The second daring rescue of the Chinese flagship was commanded by Yi's son and nephew, without anyone else being aware of their leader's peril.
Oh, dear.
The Chinese admiral fell down in tears and said that even in death he saved my life.
Yeah.
Japan's last remaining garrison on Korean soil was abandoned or routed. We don't know. History doesn't recall whether they just left it.
Let's make a decision on it. Let's go abandoned.
I'm going routed.
Oh, okay. You would, wouldn't you?
Okay. We could do a banda route. It was a banda route.
Yeah, that'll do.
The body of Yi Sun-sin was taken back to his home village, and tens of thousands of Koreans lined the way to see the great man.
Yeah, you would do, wouldn't you?
Even the king and the Korean court.
Mm.
You'd like to think that they got his body and they would parade it along as it went past the Korean court. Someone took his hand and extended the middle finger and just went like, past the Korean court like that. Hideyoshi's dream of a Japanese empire across all East Asia lay in ruins, and Korea would remain free, all thanks to Yi Sun-sin. The man who fate tried to destroy came back stronger every time.
He did, didn't he?
Until he didn't.
Until he got hit by a shot.
But there you go. So in this country, we like to talk about our heroes, military heroes, Duke of Wellington, for example.
Yeah.
Or we could often talk about old Nelson's Column.
Yes.
He was a great military leader, but I'm not going to take anything away from these military leaders because they were
No,
great
let's not take it away from them because they've done their bits in their own wars, didn't they? But this fella sounds like a special chap.
And Lord Admiral Sir Dane Horatio Nelson's Column is a British hero.
Yeah, he is.
We're not going to demolish that. He's
no, definitely not. We should keep
salute you, sir.
Yes.
Yes, the British hero and HMS Victory and all that.
Yeah.
But our friend here, Yi Sun-sin, wow, never lost a shit.
No.
Well, thank you, listener, for joining a second part of our story about Yi Sun-sin on
Honourable Mentions.
What a fella he was.
Yes, he was a very fellow.
He was, yes. And if you feel like you now need to learn more about Korea and the Korean lifestyle and even Korean cuisine.
Yes.
I quite like a red curry or even a green curry. They're Thai, aren't they?
I don't know, are they?
Yes. green Thai curry, please.
Burritos.
Please, listener, if you'd like to send those on to us at honourablementionspod@gmail.com. How you send a green curry over email, I don't know. That's for you to work out.
Don't send it in an envelope either, because it'll be like a bit of a mess.
That's your problem, listener. So, yes, and you can also follow us on your social medias, can't you, Neil?
Yes, they can follow us on our social medias. Yes, they can, please.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Reddit, we've got presence.
Right.
That's about it.
That's all of them, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not on X. We're not on Truth Social or anything like that one.
Don't worry about that one, yeah.
But look us up, listener. We very much love to hear from you. We love you, listener.
Yes, in a special way, but not in that sort of way, a special way. Yeah.
We're not saying we want your little podcast babies. But yes, please do like, share, subscribe, pass us on to your friends who may like to hear more.
Yes, please.
Mentions.
Shout it from the streets.
What would you shout from the streets, please, Neil?
Honourable mentions! Like that.
Would you?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, listener. If you have an ancestor in your family or a friend or someone who lived down your street, lived in your town, went to your school, whatever it may be, who lived an extraordinary life that you think our listener would be interested in hearing, please do share with us at
honourablementionspod@gmail.com.
And we will love to either have you on the episode as a guest, or we would represent your story on your behalf if you're a bit shy and don't want to come on the airwaves.
Yes.
And have our listener listen. Then, yeah, please do. So, thank you very much. This is me with a rather emotional goodbye, and Neil with his...
I'm going for a poo.
Okay. Well, thank you, listener. And whatever Korean is for bye, we're saying that. Bye.
Honourable mentions.
Listen up, fool. Quit your jibber jabber before I introduce you to my friend Payne. You've been listening to some other friends of mine, Steve and Neil at Honourable Mentions. You've got their eternal thanks and Miptee's big respect. Now, you just need to follow Honourable Mentions on social media, and if you have a story you want the boys to feature, you can email my homies at honourablementionspod@gmail.com, and we can get to talking. Honourable Mentions is an Uncover Brothers production and is researched by my favorite, Stephen Webb. I Pity That Fool, and their theme tune is written and performed by Pepe and the Bandits. Go and support them wherever you stream your music. One final word from me. First name, Mr., middle name, period, last name, T. You might not have the things you want, but if you check carefully, you got all you need.